Hello everyone, I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Diablo Immortal video. Today we're going to talk about leveling up, how to get to level 60 as fast as possible while you're being efficient as well. There are tons of different ways on how you can actually earn XP in Diablo Immortal, guys. But you want to focus on the right things, the things that give you the best XP, and you want to make sure you are not getting gated by your level. Some of the content in the game will actually drop a gate on your level, requiring you to reach a specific level before you're going to be able to move further in the game and advance with your progression. So we're going to cover all that in today's video. If you want to find out more about Diablo Immortal, if you enjoy the content, considering subscribing, smash that like, click on that bell and turn on all notifications to make sure you won't be missing out on any of the future content. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Here we are, the game got released on mobile yesterday, will be released on PC tonight, actually 6 PM UTC, if I'm not mistaken, so definitely keep an eye on that. I'm looking forward to it because right now, I'm actually screen mirroring my phone onto the PC and the graphics look awful, and it's pretty hard to make content like this on it, definitely not very enjoyable. When we're talking about leveling up, we have quite a few things that we gotta do in the game. So we're gonna start with the campaign, with our missions, progression. That's the main thing you wanna focus on because you wanna reach that gate level as fast as possible without using your battle pass points, which I'm gonna cover in just a second. Very, very important. Focus on your mission. You see all those yellow marks right there that we have on the left side of the screen? That's very important. Another thing that you will wanna keep an eye on is your gear constantly. So whenever you're killing any monsters, slaying anything on the map, in dungeons, in rifts, while you're progressing through the game, they have a chance to drop you loot. You're gonna get tons of gear drops, especially early on, and you're gonna wanna make sure you keep an eye on your inventory because when a piece of gear can be upgraded to replace an older one, so it's more powerful, it's gonna have a green mark, a green arrow showing you that you're gonna have to equip that. Constantly do that because the faster you're gonna change the gear, the faster you're gonna be able to kill the stronger enemies because you become stronger yourself. And don't be afraid to level up your gear. Upgrade your gear constantly because you won't be missing on resources. The one good thing that it does happen in Diablo Immortal is that you're gonna be able to actually level up your slots, not your gear, so you can just replace them constantly while you're maintaining the same level without wasting resources. Very, very important. Now, while you're progressing and once you reach level 15, if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna be able to squad up and invite your friends in and make a group of 4 people. I would strongly suggest you to do that if you can, because you're gonna be able to land a lot of chain massacre kills, okay? And that will give you tons of XP if you're playing it right. Keep an eye on the bounty board. Once this is gonna open, go and pick up your bounties, complete them, because they're gonna give you tons of XP and they're gonna help you with the battle pass. So when we're talking about the battle pass, we have the quests right here. This, regardless if you purchase it or you don't. So everything is kind of like related to the battle pass in terms of dailies, in terms of what you gotta do in the game. You see right now, I'm at level 21. If I click right here, the next level will give me 667k XP. That's literally one full level. One thing to keep in mind, we do have the weekly cap of 2,400 points as well for the battle pass. I'm pretty far away from it. Basically, you're gonna have tons of different things featured on the screen. Right now, we have the Elder Rift that's featured, so that means that it gives you twice the points for every run you're doing. Instead of getting 8, you're gonna get 16. That's definitely awesome because an Elder Rift is something that you're gonna have to do regardless. And I'm gonna get to it in a second. But basically, we're getting 16 from there. Then you have the dungeons, you have the bounties. You have everything right here that can give you Battle Pass XP. Now, while you're collecting all this XP for the Battle Pass, I would strongly suggest you save it. Don't just turn in all your quests and level up your Battle Pass. Because you want to do that when you are at a gated level. That will constantly help you progress faster, will boost your level by almost 1 or 2 levels depending on how many quests you're actually turning in. And that's just a good thing to keep an eye on, you know. You can get close to whatever we need right here at the XP for the battle pass. Right now I'm 33 from 180. Yeah, get close to it, but don't claim it till you don't need it. I think level 30 becomes a gate level 40, 43, 46, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I missed one or another. After you're done with that, you see we have dungeons. So at the dungeons, some of them will be faster. So depending on what class you picked, you're going to be able to farm some of them much faster than the others. Some of them are just designed to be slow and painful because you're going to have a lot of different gates in front of you and you're not going to be able to just rush through the content and reach the boss and slay tons of enemies. It's very important to chain kills while you're doing it. Regardless if you're solo or if you're playing with a group, you want to group a lot of enemies and just meld them all together. That's kind of like to give you an idea. I'm doing tons of Mad King's Breach because it's super fast for me to do it. I can grind that extremely fast and it gives me pretty good XP. Now, when we're talking about Elder Rifts, yes, you are getting legendary crests, you are getting rare crests. Go out there and use them as fast as possible because you're getting legendary gems, okay? And that will help you a lot. You have no idea how much it actually helps you. It gives you resonance, which gives you better stats overall, and you just gotta equip it on your gear. Once you're gonna get yellow pieces or legendary pieces of gear, you're gonna be able to put the gems in, and that's gonna help you a lot. It's gonna boost your progression like crazy. Another thing to keep in mind, you can do it even without, just to get XP. So they give you pretty good XP, same like the dungeons. These are gonna be your kind of like your main two things that you're gonna have to grind constantly in order to increase your level once you reach a gate, once you're done with all your bounties, with all your battle pass quests. This will be your best two friends. Now, even if you're not doing that, you can actually do this as well. You can do the challenge rift. Decent XP, not as good as the other. And yeah, if you're playing it solo, it might take you slightly longer than playing it with a group. So don't necessarily get discouraged by it. How I mentioned, you will have tons of different things to do solo or in a group. Now, when you're talking about the Blacksmith, one thing that I really want to show you just before the end, guys, I'm quickly gonna go there. How to level up your slots, because again, it's very important. And while you are doing all that, make sure you are going in the settings and you're turning in auto pickup for all the items, because if you're leaving loot behind, you're gonna miss on scrap materials. And scrap materials are very important in order to level up your gear. How I mentioned, you are not actually leveling up the gear, you're leveling up the gear slot. And that stays there forever. So you're not wasting anything. Of course, scrap the items that you don't need. That's all scrap, just for the simple fact that it doesn't have a green arrow showing me to go higher, that I can be more powerful. But once you start to collect legendary gear, keep an eye on what stats they have, because you might want to use them. Now, it seems like at the moment I don't have enough materials to upgrade my gear to a next level, to the next slot, but very important to do it as often as possible. I haven't really done any rank transfer, I haven't really done anything crazy like that just yet, because I don't feel like I need to do it just yet. Now, when you're getting legendary gear, you're gonna have to go and kind of like identify the item, and you're gonna do that here as well on the map. Let me just quickly see. You're gonna have to go right here to identify your legendary gear. As soon as you get a piece, it's gonna have a question mark, it's orange. Make sure you go and do it, because that's gonna give you a huge power. If you don't identify the piece, you're not gonna be able to use it. So definitely make sure you're gonna go and sort that out. It's gonna tell you, okay, you have one piece to identify, just do it. Another thing that I would suggest you to keep in mind is go in the open world, guys, slay tons of monsters, because they have a big chance of dropping you legendary gear. So while you're just walking around, make sure you are actually doing something useful. Don't just waste time. And the last thing that I want to mention is the Reliquary raid. A lot of people will stress you with invites, will be like, let's do the raid. And you're gonna be like, well, yeah, I just unlocked my Reliquary. I'm level 35. Can I go and wreck it? Hell no. You're actually far, far off from it. So if you're gonna go right here to more attributes, you're gonna see your combat rating. 370 for my character right now. The recommended for the Reliquary raid is 420. So a lot of people are messing up and wasting 2-3 hours just trying to do the raid over and over again, and wasting time trying to find teams for it. You're not ready. So till you don't have a combat rating over 400 plus for every single member in your team, and you're confident that they're gonna be able to do it, then go in and try the raid. Till then, don't, just focus on leveling up dungeons. Which ones are you're able to farm faster? Elder quests, they take like 2 minutes and a bit, depending on how fast you are, depending on your class as well. I found out that with the wizard, for example, I'm unlocking all the cool skills only later on, so at a higher level. So the very first few skills on the wizard, they were kind of like rubbish. I didn't have a lot of AoE damage, and that slowed me down a little bit compared to the rest of my friends. But just as an idea, guys, these are kind of like the main things. Keep an eye on the bounties, focus everything on your missions, the quests, the battle pass. Everything is interconnected, and don't use the battle pass levels till you actually don't reach the gate levels. And kind of like rinse and repeat dungeons, elder rifts. Use your legendary quests. Don't save them for when you reach the max level, because that's gonna slow you down. These are kind of like my best tips for you guys to use in order to level up faster. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. And if you enjoyed the content, guys, smash that like button and subscribe. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you soon on the next one. Peace.